There was a devoted lay follower who had practiced Buddhism for many years. Every morning and evening, she lit incense and bowed to the Buddha without fail. Her home had a private altar, spotless, with the incense burner polished daily and fresh flowers always offered before the statue. She followed the precepts strictly. She never killed, lied, or drank alcohol, and even considered watching television a waste of time. Yet despite all her discipline, her mind was never at peace. Late at night, she often asked herself, "I've been so devout. Why am I still anxious? Why hasn't my suffering lessened at all?" The Buddha long ago spoke of this kind of confusion. Many people believe that external rituals, behaviors, or precepts alone can bring peace of mind. But if the mind itself does not truly change, no amount of form can help. The Buddha called this attachment silabhata paramasa, the clinging to rules and rituals while forgetting the true purpose of practice, to purify the mind. He taught that real purity does not come from outward cleanliness, but from inner calm. If the mind is still bound by greed, anger, and ignorance, then no number of offerings or chants can bring true liberation. Human beings often fear facing their own inner chaos. We are afraid to see our anxiety, jealousy, fear, and insecurity. So we turn to outer forms for safety. We light incense, recite prayers, bow to statues, hoping these acts will bring us peace and protection. But these acts themselves are not wrong. They are like lamps that remind us to turn inward and seek light. The mistake happens when we focus only on the shape of the lamp and forget to light the flame within. Some people think that chanting more sutras or bowing more times will guarantee enlightenment. Others believe that following forms is more important than cultivating understanding. But the Buddha reminded us, true liberation does not come from ritual, but from awareness. When you chant, observe whether your heart is calm or restless. When you pray, notice, are you reciting with peace or with anxiety, trying to grasp a result? If your heart remains unchanged, every ritual is just an empty shell. We can still chant sutras, make offerings, and keep the precepts, but we must do these things with mindfulness. Each recitation is not for merit, but for observing the mind. Am I peaceful right now or distracted? Each flower offering is not for display, but a reminder to make the heart as soft and fragrant as the blossom itself. The precepts, too, are not chains to bind us, nor badges to compare who is more pious. They are mirrors helping us see our own minds. When the mind is wholesome, precepts feel light. When the mind is disturbed, precepts gently warn us. Keeping them is not restriction, it is protection from being swept away by emotions. The Buddha never rejected rituals. He simply did not want us to get lost in them. True practice is not confined to temples or ceremonies. It is present when we eat, walk, and speak. If you can be mindful of each breath, if you can carry kindness and stillness into daily life, that is real practice. Rituals, precepts, scriptures, they are like boats that help us cross from the shore of suffering to the shore of peace. But if we cling to the boat and refuse to step onto the shore, we will never arrive. When we learn to let go of form and return to the mind, we discover that inner peace matters far more than outer ritual. Nar chi nar kakwud ban banantu nar mau